What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another video. This is Alias Dude here, and damn, we have an exciting video today. I have been waiting for weeks and months to finally get the Oculus Quest. So for anyone who has followed me on any of my social media stuff, you know I have been searching every single morning on every website and every store that sells this in the entire United States to find out when this is coming back in stock. I was fortunate enough to get it from Walmart actually, and I just had to do an unboxing video for it. So let's do it. All right, the first thing is always the most exciting part. The peel. This is not a pleasant peel in the slightest. Ooh, or is it? Oh shit. It comes in a pretty, that was a little ASMR shit. This comes in a pretty sturdy box. Comes with just the cover right here, showing the Oculus and the back. Don't really need it, you guys can't go that aggressive. And this is the front, has a symbol, really nice. Again, the box kind of, it's like the size of a shoebox, but 10 times sturdier. We're just gonna open it up doing this. There might be a better method, I don't know. Inside, like again, very sturdy, and it has some foam right here. So the foam, I'm gonna move this just for a little bit. The foam here is very hard. It's extremely firm, so that lets me know that they're actually keeping it in place and it's not gonna be moving around whenever it's being shipped, but we don't need it for now. So let's get to the actual stuff. And let's start first with the controllers. Now, the biggest debate with any of these Oculus stuff is, what do I get, the Oculus Rift S or the Oculus Quest? And that was the question I asked myself, and I researched for weeks about it and finally decided to do the Oculus Quest. And I'll kind of throw my reasons here or there or save it for another video. But in regards to the controllers, they're actually the exact same as the Rift S. They're called the Oculus Touch controllers, right hand and your left hand. I like to keep the stickers on because I'm stupid and I can't tell which one. So I have the stickers on still. It comes, all you need is a single AA. How do you open this? Oh, you slide it down. A single AA battery, and you put it right in there. And it actually comes with batteries. So batteries are included, I believe, somewhere maybe in here. I read it, so hopefully it's there. And it's really easy to do. One complaint that I can already see with this is that if your hands are getting sweaty, and I have played the Oculus Quest before, and I've played the Oculus Rift S, is when your hands do get sweaty, these can kind of come off. If you're really in the mode of Beat Saber, it can come off, but they have grips now and everything, so it's not too bad. But this is what they look like. It comes with straps here. The straps are they kind of look like Wii remote straps, where you put it right on your wrist. If I can figure out how to open this. I'm a very smart man. So just like the Wii, you kind of put it on your wrist and you tighten it here. I highly recommend you're doing this, especially if you're gonna be playing probably the most popular game on VR right now, Beat Saber. You're gonna be slashing around. You don't wanna chuck this at your TV unless you want to. All right, so just kind of going over the buttons real quick here. We have on the right-hand controller, you got the A button, the B button. You have your joypad. It's kind of small, but enough, you know, for your thumb. This is the Oculus home button. I'm guessing it looks like it takes you to the main menu. Or no, that's your middle finger button. Yes, and then that's your index finger button over here. So same thing with this controller. This is your left-hand controller. Same setup over here with your index and your middle finger. You also have the Y, you have the X, you know, like pretty much every other gamepad. And this looks like the 3 lines is kind of maybe another menu. Maybe it's a pop-up in game or something. I'm not too sure, and then you have the other little small joypad and this kind of little halo ring here. And that's pretty much it for the controllers. They feel very sturdy. I like them. I don't want to drop them, but I feel like if I do drop them, they'll probably maybe scratch a little bit, but nothing too serious. It's pretty nice material. I love the design. The halo ring is a little confusing, but I still like it. And I love the little Oculus symbol there. So I think out of design, I'd probably give it a 9 out of 10. I think it's really nice. It fits very comfortably in my hand. It doesn't feel awkward. I kind of have big hands, so it does feel a little weird, but it's not the end of the world. I think it's gonna work just fine. All right, so next we have the granddaddy, the baby of them all. Granddaddy, baby? I don't even know if that made sense.
Do it again. Do it again. That was fucking foul.
The master of them all, the main event, the Oculus headset itself, the Oculus Quest. I already am in love with it. I love the sturdiness of the sides here. It feels really good. I can already kind of just by holding it, it's not very heavy, but I can feel that the front it's gonna be kind of front heavy. And that's because with the Oculus Quest, the processor, the GPU, the memory, everything is all in the front. The Oculus Quest has a Qualcomm Snapdragon 835 processor. It's got a GPU of another Qualcomm, I think it's like the 540. All these are good enough to run the games that most of you will probably be playing when you get the Oculus Quest, which is gonna be Beat Saber, Super Hot, The Climb, those main kind of event games. This will be enough to run it. You see a lot of Qualcomm processors now in phones, like the Samsung Galaxy S9. They're really kind of moving towards that. So this will get the job done. It also has 4 cameras we see here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now these cameras offer 6 DOF, that's 6 dimensions of freedom of movement. So you can also, I know in the beta, this will be, maybe we can talk about it later, there is a beta mode where you can actually do hand tracking. So these cameras will allow you to track your hand so you don't even need the controllers. I have tested it out. It is in the beta now, but so it's a little kind of finicky, but stuff like this, it offers that. And the Rift S has the same cameras. It's almost a very similar setup, except that there's no processor here since you're gonna be tethered to a PC. But since this is a free range of motion, of course, everything has to be kind of in-house. So that's the main thing with the specs over here. Let's actually take a look inside. So inside it kind of gives you a lens protector. If you're not gonna purchase one separately, honestly, just save it. Do not toss this, keep it, because you're gonna wanna protect your lens if you're traveling or maybe you're just done for the night. Keep it here, let's protect that dust. And they kind of give you, it's not the best material, it's kind of just cardboard, but it'll get the job done until you get a new one. So the lens actually are the best resolution of all the Oculus. It is a dual OLED display at 1600 by 1440, even though the refresh is at 72 Hertz. The Rift S has an 80 Hertz refresh, but it is only a single, I think it's single fast lane switch LCD with 2560 by 1440. So the resolution of the Oculus Quest actually is superior to all the rest of the Oculus. The 80 Hertz and the 72 Hertz difference between the Oculus Quest and the Rift S honestly is not too noticeable for me personally. I've tried the Rift S and the Quest, and I haven't noticed much of a difference. And the display on here is phenomenal. It's a great resolution. So that's pretty much what it is here. So let's kind of go into some buttons I see. So it looks like there's a headphone jack here. So if you really want to get that immersive play without using a Bluetooth headset, if you don't have one, you can plug in your headphones here. Looks like it's the volume, increase the volume, self-explanatory. Now this is a really nice feature that the Rift S actually doesn't have, and this is your IPD adjuster, which is the interpupillary distance. So pretty much letting you adjust the lens, the distance from your eyes. So to focus in and make sure it's not blurry. So this gives you a manual option to do that, where the Rift S is actually a fixed distance. So that is really, really nice because, you know, my eyes might be closer or more narrow than other people's eyes or wider. So the option to do that that's huge. I think that's a really, really nice feature. And over here, this is gonna be where you are charging and also where you attach your link and the cable. We'll talk about the cable later because the Oculus actually released some really exciting news regarding the cable that they give us in the box and the new potential that it has. That's where you're gonna plug it in over here. And this is, of course, the power button. So we're gonna go ahead and try it on right now. Definitely gonna need to adjust some straps. I wanna test out to see if it really is as front heavy as people are saying. I haven't tried it on in a while, so this will be new. All right, so let's put it on and, ooh, this is really loose. So this is gonna be your left strap right here to adjust to kind of get it really tight. You want it pretty tight to your face so you can kind of eliminate any light coming in from the side. Same thing we're gonna do for the right side. Tighten that thing in. Now I think this is the part where a lot of people kind of get mistaken. People will complain, I've seen a lot of complaints that, oh, the Oculus Quest is, you know, too front heavy or it's not comfortable. And that's because they don't have the top adjusted right. What you wanna do is make sure that the back, I'm gonna turn around for you guys. The back right here is closer to your neck. A lot of people will keep it up here and that's not where you want it because then you're really pulling your head down. You want it to kind of go lower to your neck, so adjust it as need be, and then tighten it. So it kind of looks something like this from the back, from here on the side. Now, when I'm wearing this, I do notice a little bit of nose light leakage right here. So I guess that can be kind of annoying, but they do offer VR covers. I actually purchased one for the frame of it right here that can cover that nose light leakage. real quick, it does feel a little front heavy. It doesn't bother me now. The straps don't feel uncomfortable yet, but I can imagine that maybe after a few hours of time, if you're really gaming hard, this can kind of hurt and maybe be a little bit uncomfortable later. Fortunately, there are modifications to it, so it's not a done deal. It's definitely not a deal breaker. I've ordered a few mods myself, and we'll do another video on all the accessories I purchased, but it's not that uncomfortable. If you see reviews saying it, I didn't find it that bad. I have played it for an hour straight at one point with my friend's Oculus Quest, and it didn't bother me that much, but there are mods that could definitely increase the comfort, and I'll talk about it later and see kind of where the difference is and how much it's changed my gameplay. So that's pretty much it with the Oculus Quest itself. Now it comes with a final box here, and let's take a look at it. It's probably gonna be instructions. We don't read, wow, no instructions. Oh, there they are, ugh. All right, anyway, here's a charging pack. This is the battery pack, very standard battery pack. This is a neat feature too. This is actually for your lens. It's like a lens frame sort of thing to give you space. So if you wear glasses, they have a solution for you. You put this right here onto your thing. I've actually never used this, but I'm guessing it's something like this. I don't want to bend it too much. Kind of plug it in, and it'll give you that extra space so you can wear your frames, your glasses, and continue playing the Oculus Quest. Now this is the cable. The cable it's a pretty long cable. You have the USB-C charger here, so you have to plug it into the USB-C, which will be on this end over here, and also this USB-C port, which will be plugged in, as we mentioned earlier, ta-da! Right there. So simple enough. Now, the real fun stuff with this, guys, is that for those who have been really researching the Oculus Quest, is that we now have the feature to actually play Rift S games on the computer with the Oculus Quest. Like, if that didn't make you excited, I don't know what will, because that's pretty damn amazing. And originally you needed to get a different cable. And Oculus recommended like the anchor cable, whatever it's called, until they came out with their own. So the Oculus made their own link cable, which is $80. But just recently, and I'm talking like last week, guys, Oculus announced that you can now use the cable they give you to play Rift S games. Like, goddamn, that's freaking awesome. You know, the $80 cable will still do its job, so if you have bought it, don't freak out. We don't know the capability of this just yet. It is still in beta. You do have to put your thing in beta mode, developer mode, so you can kind of play around with it. It is just in testing, but it is pretty exciting that you can use this to play Rift S games. Honestly, the Oculus Quest is kind of just like the Nintendo Switch. Take it out, go play around with it. You want to play some bigger games? Plug it in the main thing, and you can play Walking Dead, Half-Life, all those big AAA games. So that's pretty cool. You do need a pretty good PC to run it though. I think the graphics card requirement is like a NVIDIA GeForce 1060. For those who watched my other video, the NZXT unboxing video, a PC like that will be fine to run it. It's actually more than enough. Oh, see, I was right. It does come with AA batteries. You don't find stuff like this anymore, man. It's always batteries not included. Evan, it came with batteries. It's exciting stuff. What a time to be alive. What a time to be alive! We've unboxed pretty much everything. I like everything about it so far. I can't wait to try it. I will post an updated video on kind of my reactions, maybe my first reactions for playing it. I'm not gonna do it for this video since we're just unboxing it. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions about the Oculus Quest itself or any of its specs or what accessories I'm gonna buy, please feel free to leave a comment down below. I do my best to answer every single person who comments, so I'll do my best to answer you as well. And yeah, thank you so much. If you guys enjoyed this video, please like, comment, subscribe, the usual trifecta. I also want to remind you, I stream on Twitch every Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday from 6 to 9 p.m. and on Saturday from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. So follow me on all my social media as well, where I will post updates. I constantly tweet about the Oculus Quest and my journey to get it, and I will continue to post more updates about it. All right, and that's it. Thank you guys so much. Take care. Don't put that part in.